So welcome to this session, which is the second day, and install packages. So in this lesson, we want to learn how to install a Python package with pip and a general purpose Python in comparison to isolated, which we will cover in the next session. So we look at also the limitations of this way, the use cases, best practices. So starting up, there are two ways to install missing Python packages at the HPC cluster. We saw in the last session how to see what packages are already there. So two ways. One is the local installation, which you do as a user, and then it will end up in your local folder, your home folder somewhere. This will always be available for the version of Python that you had active when you made the installation. More about this in a minute. So the command pip install -- user and then a package name and possibly a version number as well. Isolated environments that I mentioned before, this we will cover in the next session. And there we have virtual environments provided by Python or Conda. There are some others as well, but more about this later. So normally you want to reproduce, and the safe way to go is with isolated environments specific to your different projects that you're working with. But sometimes it could be good to install packages that are missing in the loaded Python module or the Python bundle. That wouldn't be specific for the specific research project. So if something is missing, you can just add it, and then this package will act as being part of the software module that you have already loaded. Yes. So the typical workflow here is first to load a Python module with the correct version. So if you want 3.11, then you have to load that one. And the specific version might differ among the clusters, like 3.11.4 or 3.11.5. So the third number could be different. Then it's good to double check that we use the right Python. We can do this with which Python or which Python 3. And then you will get the path to where this program is situated. And it shouldn't be the system Python like this user bin. Instead, it should point to the Python module where that is situated. That could be a bit different in different clusters. But for instance, if I show here for Tetalit, we might have Python already. Which Python? And it says, so this is a system installation. If I now load another Python, let's do this. And now, yes, I use the up arrows to get back in the history, which Python. And now you get a very long path. So you see here, it's in the software, and Python 3.10. So this is a typical path to a software module, in this case Python. This will be different in different clusters, but something like this. We could also now do a Python version, uppercase V, and then we see that we, in this case, got 3.10.4. And that this should be also seen in the module name, like this. So it's good to double check. If I now unload this one, module minus Python, we can do Python-V, and we get the system one, which is in this case is 3.9.21. Okay. So yes, and then you run this command pip install dash user, and then the package name and version. It can be a bit more secure if you do this python-m pip install. Then you are really sure that you're using the Python from this Python version. I mean this module. So we could also look at which pip. We'll do like this. And now is the system one, but let's load the Python again here. Which pip? And then we see we have a pip in this software tree. All right. So if you want a specific version, you have to use these two equal signs. So it should be double. Then you can also have larger them. So for instance, I want a version higher than 1.22, only later than. If we want to include 122 as well, we can also do like this. So inclusive order comparison clause, like this. And so on. We can also exclude some versions. So I'm pretty sure I don't want 1.23. Then you use this exclamation mark. So if not pinned, so yeah, we call this pinning when we instruct the installation to only look at one certain version. If you're not using this, you will get the latest version compatible with the Python version you're using. So that means with later versions of Python, you may get hold of newer packages as well. It can also mean that if you want a certain package, which is quite old, you may have to downgrade and use a rather early version of Python. So yeah, it's good to check this. So what can go wrong? You choose the wrong version. So in this case, 0.1 is not available. But then you will get some information of what versions are available. So now you can try a version in the list. Not necessarily it will work anyway. So there might be some trial and error. This is also one way to understand which Python version you have to use to get this working. And as I mentioned before, when you install with this dash user, they will automatically end up here in your home folder. and the .local directory, lib, and python3.x. And please see here that we only have 2 numbers. So that means that if you install packages both with version 3.11.5 and 3.11.8, they will get into the same folder, 3.11. So these will be seen by both these Python interpreters. And that should work because these 5 and 8, these are only bug fixes, whereas the 3.11 is the minor version, but these are, everything should be compatible in this. And while talking about this, I would say that if both 5 and 8 is available, then you should take the 8 because then we have more bug fixes. Usually, there might be some new added as well, but yeah. You can check your own installed packages and dependencies. Yeah, I can mention here also that if you then use Python version 3.12, you won't see anything that you installed in 3.11 here. But as soon as you load this Python, you will get the packages that you installed. All right. So pip list user. And here we have an example. I install xarray on Tetalit without loading this extra SciPy bundle. So what happens there? Well, we see then that NumPy is installed, pandas, and xarray. So we see that xarray has some dependencies, all these, including the big packages Namba and pandas that you can install yourself as well. So here it's evident that some packages have dependencies. But what if we now load SciPy bundle where NumPy and pandas are already present? Then we see that, okay, just xarray is installed. So it looks what is already there, and then it will install only the package that is needed. And this might fail if you try with another version of xarray, which is not compatible with the versions of NumPy or pandas in this SciPy bundle. But then you will get some information about that. So let's see what we get in total if we then use xarray. We see then that we will get all the NumPy and pandas if we compare to what we have here. So the versions that were in the SciPy bundle is still there. And hopefully in this case, this will work anyway. Yes. One thing here is that if you use this SciPy bundle when you install the xarray, you need to load it every time you need xarray. So you need to load this SciPy bundle. Otherwise, if you start it, then NumPy and pandas will not be there. Yes. So the key points, you can install your own Python packages as a user with this command. And this pip installation command will look after available valid dependencies already seen or install them on the fly. And you can also load package modules like these Python bundles to help minimizing new installations of dependencies. But then you also need to load that package module every time you need the main package. The main package might be, in this case, Xarray. Okay, so exercise here is optional. So then you could just try this, install a Python package you know of for an old version of Python, maybe version that you're not using anymore. But you can always remove the local installation later if you regret it. And that I didn't mention, but you can uninstall with the command uninstall. Yes, if you don't remember this, you can Google. Otherwise, pip uninstall, and then the package, its version. Okay, good luck.